So I'm finished the first week of my project called The Most Useful Man in Montreal, where I give myself 6 months to try to become the most useful person in this city. The first week was a slow week, but here's some footage of the things I got up to. I am making a sign-up form for just the basic website, mostusefulman.com, Most Useful Man in Montreal. Friday the 19th of June 2026. It is the first day of the Most Useful Man in Montreal. I am giving myself 180 days, minus Sundays, and a 1-week holiday to become the most useful man in Montreal. It's the weather. They might have very basic, rain, sunshine, etc., but nothing there. So the second follow-up question from that is...
Day 2 of 180 of the Most Useful Man in Montreal, and I've woken up hungover.
So, day 3, the Most Useful Man in Montreal. I did 3 things a day. I mostly did a lot of editing, so I've got a big backlog of video editing. I shot a couple of shots for the opening trailer. I'm going to do a little trailer to sort of tease interest. And I emailed the Montreal Highland Games. So it is day 5 of the Most Useful Man in Montreal. I didn't record on day 4 because I was so overwhelmed. So I put a post up on a Facebook page called Bun's Trading Zone Montreal, where people trade things with no money involved. And I got over 100 likes and something like 30 comments. Yesterday morning I had to quickly rush to update my web form on my website so that it would link to a Google Sheet and automatically provide me with all the jobs that people are requesting with the date that they want them on. So I am on my way to my first proper job. I'm in downtown Montreal and I'm walking about 40 minutes that way to get to West Montreal. The new apartment. We have arrived at job 1. This is the old apartment. And what am I helping you with today?
A bit of the old and new.
Okay, cool. Okay, so this is Quinn's old apartment. And she needs help. Basically, we're going to move all the stuff from basically they're moving into a new apartment. All the stuff needs to get sorted and brought into the main room to get sorted and then moved to the new apartment. It's a bit chaotic. Not done a whole lot. I've only been in here a few weeks. Yeah, like I just maybe mostly getting settled in. I only had like a sublet for the first month or so.
Okay.
And so I just, what's the word? Like, I've got a permit for 2 years, but the film project's only for 6 months. To answer your question, I'm from the north of Scotland. I went to university in Edinburgh. On dit en français, empty a cupboard. Vider le placard. Vider le placard. J'ai besoin de ces boîtes. Pour vider le placard. Okay, we've done a little bit of cleaning and organising, and now we're going to move some of her stuff, Quinn's stuff, to her new apartment. I'm sweating. Of course, we're on not the first floor. Bloody hell, this thing is heavy. We are on the 3rd floor. All right, thank you very much.
Cheers.
First job done. Now I'm gonna go home, catch up with my housemate. Took about 2 hours. I think that's a good time frame. Aim for 1 hour to 2 hours for each job. Alright, big day today. It's Saturday, the 27th of June, and we've got 2 big jobs today. So I'm going cycling now on a Bixie, 10 minutes to somebody's apartment to help for 2 hours with a move, so carrying furniture and stuff. I'm in the Lorraine household and I'm helping them move. And it's really hot outside and I chose to wear a black shirt which is already soaked through. So I'm probably gonna have to go home, shower and change before my job in the afternoon. They've already got me lifting heavy things. Let's go. The project's for 6 months, but I've got a 2-year visa.
Oh, cool. Oh my god, that's
So I can stay for 2 whole years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need a Phillips head.
Yes.
Is Montreal always this hot? Like, it's been disgustingly hot the entire time I've been here.
Humid, crazy.
It gets a lot. This is actually pretty nice.
It's not that bad. Yeah, it can get up to like 30, 35. It's
They've driven this U-Haul down from New York. The whole family is pitched in to come help with this move. So I'm in the cab with Stephen. Stephen, what is your relationship to Alison? Alison's the one who contacted me.
Alison's my daughter's girlfriend.
Okay, excellent. And we're helping them both move apartments to a new apartment across town?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. But you drove up from New York, right?
Yes.
And that's where you're from?
It was quite a trip, yes.
Done that before, but I can try.
Figure it out. Figure it out. I keep telling my daughters, the only thing standing in your way is you. There's nothing in your way. Do what you want to do. And then my wife and I met in junior high school, really.
Oh, amazing.
And then it was kind of a crazy story. We kind of went out from the time we were 13 till we were 16. And then we split up. Didn't hear from each other, see from each other, nothing. I ran into her in the subway in New York City when we were like 26. Just random. And then we started going back out again. And
that's an amazing story.
Yeah.
You just ran into her in the
it
subway.
was almost 10 years later. And we were like, it was like, the middle of the night. It was like 2 in the morning. And I was coming home. I was like, hey, what are you doing here? Where have you been? How you doing? How you brothers? Blah, blah. Started hanging out again. And now I have 4 kids.
That sounds like fate almost.
It's crazy. It's crazy, yeah. So, good stuff. New York is, the best way to describe New York City is
in half a mile.
It's the best and the worst of everything.
Yeah, I've noticed that. I mean, in general in North America, I've noticed that in Montreal. There's a lot more extremes than in any other places I've left.
It's the best and the worst of everything. It's the best food and the worst crime. The best like shows and the worst traffic and the best. It's. But if you know your way around and you don't mind, crowded. I don't know what the Highlands are like. Are they?
No, there's no people there.
Not crowded.
There's no one there.
I want to tell the whole world, just be patient. We'll be done with this asshole soon enough. And then, I can't even begin to describe to you. Like, in New York, my uncle turned and looked at my father, and I'll never forget it, and he went, "You do not want to work for that guy. Stay away." And I can remember it like it was yesterday, because I was just like, whoa. So like I said, if you go out there and people whine and say America this, America, just tell them, just be patient. Okay? Just be patient. This is not going to last. We know this guy's an asshole. It's not going to last. So, because man, every time he comes on the news, it makes me want to shower.
Yeah.
Callum,
Cool.
let's start with that.
All right, cool. Hello, Alison.
Hello.
Is this your air fryer?
What can I do you for? Yes, it is.
Okay, let's go. This is such a... Sorry, now I'm using your apartment for content. It's such a nice apartment.
Yeah, do your thing. You know anything about washing machines?
Yeah?
Somewhere. Pull some off the box.
Quick break for some pizza.
Can I hang up on you?
Alright, time is 12:55, and I am going back to the second round with these lovely people to help moving the apartment. I'm going to have to split soon, unfortunately, and make my way to my next job. My next job starts at 2. Someone moving in the back. But it's been a good time. How would you guys rate your experience with the most useful man in Montreal?
Excellent.
Alright, that is my first job of the day done. Took 3.5 hours. I was only meant to be there for 2, but quite liked the family and I quite liked helping them. Just moving a lot of stuff. Not on camera was the moving of very heavy appliances with a man from TaskRabbit I met called Tyler, who was also very friendly and nice and offered to give me advice and jobs and stuff if I wanted them. It was lovely, lovely. It was really hard. I was absolutely soaked in sweat the entire time. My shirt is soaked through, and now I'm walking to the subway station to go to my next job. Yeah, I'm pretty shattered, but I'm just going to give it my all for this one in the afternoon. This one in the afternoon, it's a bit of a sensitive one. It involves an unwell child. It involves clearing basically a yard if they have somewhere to play. Because it's quite sensitive, I'm going to do very minimal, basically no recording there. So I might just do a little bit of recording of me clearing the yard work, but we're not going to get any backstory on that one. So we've clearly got some sort of film and production going on over here with all these caravans. So basically, we're just going to help clear this yard. This is Layla, who likes me now, who's nearly killing me 2 seconds ago. A bunch of wood here to clear. There's a bunch of invasive plants we need to clear. This is the pool, but the poolside area is not very nice, just because it's just been invaded by this invasive species. So hopefully we can turn this into a nice little yard. These roots are... This corner's already looking better. Ooh, crikey. Just had to cut a log with a chainsaw that's not quite big enough. Other side. Oh, they went into my leg. Yeah, this is the garden after all that work. Most of our work is just taking out so many weeds, like a whole forest in the back here. Alright, job done. I'm in some random suburb of Montreal, eating an apple. A very good apple. That was really hard work. 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours, or was it 2 hours? No, more like 2 hours. And my first job was more like 2 hours, was more like 3, not 3.5. Anyway, that was hard work. Just ripping out. I don't know what you even call it. Like, it might have been Japanese knotweed. It was some invasive weed. It was like these vines that had just taken over the whole garden. So there's just 2 hours in the sun and just ripping out weeds. That was really hard work. But I'm glad I did it. They're a lovely family. I get home and after they're like, oh, we'll call you an Uber so you can get home. And I'm like, no, it's good. It's good. So I'm going to find the metro stop. Somewhere over here. And Leverhuntsick, which is the name of this suburb.